The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day in Greensboro, North Carolina at Spartan Stadium, which means we need to move our studio outside. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Field Level here for the Let's Go G Sports Show. I'm Luke Martin alongside Meg Sloggett. It's a big week. It's homecoming week, Megan, and you know what? We could not have asked for better weather. My goodness, this is awesome to be outside so we're not inside.
Oh, it's gorgeous and a perfect way to start the week, and of all weeks, homecoming obviously is the week that we want it to look like this. We have events almost every day, and I hope you know by now Luke and I will have cameras for everything, and we will give you behind-the-scenes access. Keep checking the website for updates on that.
Don't worry, we will be working quite a bit this week, so we will be out. If you're coming out to any of the events, be sure to say hi because we will have a camera with us and be there to give you a behind-the-scenes look like Meg just said. Well, first things first, before we get into all of the homecoming activities happening, let's get you caught up to date with what's going on in Spartan Athletics with our Spartan Athletics update. And we begin with the Spartan Club. The Spartan Club this past week held its annual scholarship dinner at the Starmount Forest Country Club. The event was another huge success, and we caught up with the one who is in charge around here, Athletic Director Kim Record, about what she loves about the event.
Well, this is one of my favorite events of the year. It's an opportunity for our student athletes to actually sit down and interact and have conversations with the individuals who make it possible for them to fulfill their dreams. And then it's also the opportunity for our scholarship donors to meet the student athletes who benefit from their gifts.
Men's soccer took a split this week, tying 1-1 with ETSU despite another double overtime. Damian Thomas got the only goal of the game, marking his league-high 5th of the season. They ended this week with a dominant 7-0 victory over VMI. The Spartans scored 4 goals in a span of just 9 minutes and 21 seconds in the final half. This victory marked UNCG's 11th straight win over VMI.
For men's golf, you get a tournament rained out? No problem. Just add another and finish runner-up. That is exactly what Coach Stewart and his team did earlier last week at the Wolfpack Invitational. Senior Taylor Colson and freshman James Michoud led the Spartans as they were tied for 8th overall in the tournament at 1 over par, which was best for 143 as their total round score. Yet again, Jake McGlone finished in the top 20 for the 4th straight tournament dating back to last season. Men's golf is currently playing in the Auto Trader Collegiate. Live scoring can be found on UNCGSpartans.com.
Women's tennis also had a great weekend at the Wake Forest Fall Invitational, with Jamie Grinberg and Nancy Bridges winning Flight G. Junior Macy DeMoss also won the Flight E draw. Here's what Coach Ollie Guerra had to say about their success.
I think the girls have been doing great in the last few weeks. They've been working hard on and off the court. I think the results this weekend really show that hard work pays off, and the next couple of weeks we'll be working even harder to get ready for the spring.
Well, we've been talking about how this is our homecoming show, Meg, which means there are plenty of homecoming events this week. As you can see all the events right here on the screen. Which one are you most looking forward to?
Luke, I don't think I'm alone in this, but I am really excited to see Spartan Madness. I want to see what they choreograph, what the players come up with, and who are the best dancers.
I agree. I think Spartan Madness is going to be a lot of fun. It's hard to believe that it's really basketball season time, but going to be a great event for all the students here on campus. But I also like to point out that Saturday is going to be a special day, not just with all the events going on, but the softball program. They're going to honor Kathy Roberts. It's going to be the Kathy's Way dedication, which is right before the Spartan Club season ticket holder party. We encourage all of those who can make it out to the Spartan softball field for what will be a great ceremony. It's going to be right in front of the Spartan statue, which is just off to our right here at the Sarker Stadium. It's going to be a great event. Kathy Roberts, really one of the main kegs for Spartan Athletics for a long time. So many great years of service. We appreciate all that Kathy did. We encourage all those to come out for that ceremony just off to our right here at the softball complex. Now, we went through the update, giving you everything that's going on in Spartan Athletics, and we know there are probably many of you, specifically in the volleyball program, that are going, Luke, Meg, why didn't you mention our sweep of Furman, the first place team in the SoCon? Easy, folks. That's why, because we have a package specifically for them. What a couple of weeks it has been for the volleyball team. They have turned it around. We mentioned sweeping Furman for the first time since 2006. We caught up with a whole bunch of happy ladies at practice this week.
It definitely feels great. I think we had a lot of confidence going into the Furman match after beating Western Carolina, and it just kind of solidified us feeling like playing better together. So, yep, definitely more confident overall.
Our confidence was just increased so much because coming off of a 0-3 in the conference definitely kind of lowered our confidence, and I think that after these 2 big wins, it definitely shot up a lot.
I mean, I think overall we're just playing more consistent, not making as many errors as we did before. And in our previous losses, we definitely were racking up a lot of errors, like hitting errors, passing errors, stuff like that. I think it just kept adding up. So definitely eliminating our errors and playing better together as a team.
I kind of naturally just have confidence. I'm that kind of person. And for the blocks, I literally just listen to my coaches and I read my hitters and I just go for it and I make my blocks. Furman was a really big game, but against Western, I feel like once we won that game, we knew that we got our flow back. We got our game back. Even though we would make mistakes, how we let go of those mistakes and just moved on and continued to be successful throughout the game is when we learned that, we realized that, we're back. Before, in the past, first 3 conference games, we would mess up and we'd freak out in our heads and we'd make one mistake and we'd make another mistake and another mistake. So that would, add on to, the problem of the game. So once we, let go in the Western game and, let the mistakes go and kept going after that, we were good.
I think definitely having that big break was something we really needed. Coming off of the Baylor tournament and traveling the beginning of the season, we never really had many home games. I think that big break was something we definitely needed.
I definitely think it puts us in a good position beating Furman, and I know we all know we can do it. We all have the confidence to play our best and take over. So I think it just shows the potential we have and how well we can play together.
What a win it was Saturday for the Spartans, as now they enter a key stretch. But Meg, my goodness, there was the first win against Furman since 2013. Not to mention, it was the first sweep of Furman since 2006. And the Spartans protect that Fleming Gymnasium floor. They continue to remain unbeaten at home. I think it's safe to say that Corey Carlin and his bunch, they have found a way to ride the ship and be to where they want to be, which is in the upper half of the SoCon.
Oh, and what a way to make sure that they're having a good continuation to their season. Furman is an incredible team, and they just rocked them. They swept them. It was so fast. It was fun to watch. Those volleyball girls have certainly picked it back up.
What an atmosphere it was at Fleming Gymnasium Saturday. Even though it was fall break, the gym was rocking. So huge thanks to all the Spartan fans who came out and supported what was a monumental win for this volleyball program, sweeping Furman for the first time since 2006. But we've talked about quite a bit in the show how this is a big show. We're outside. We're at Spartan Stadium. But to be quite honest, this is the reason why this show is big. We're adding a new segment to the show, and you get to meet the 3rd member of our letsgoG sports show family, and that's none other than Parker Southern. And right now, Parker is out and about on campus. What is he doing out and about on campus? We'll let Parker explain. Parker, take it away, buddy.
Thanks, Luke and Meg. Well, I'm here in the quad on UNCG's campus as we're looking for students who have burning questions to ask either athletes or coaches. Let's see what we can find. I'm here with Morgan, and she has a question for Marvin Smith on the men's basketball team. Morgan, what is your question?
What's one song on your iPod you would never admit to having?
Let me see. Probably I got a Beyonce album on my iPod, so probably one of those songs.
I'm here with Jennifer, and she has a question for Ben Burton on the men's soccer team.
Do you have any superstitions?
I don't clip my toenails at all. It's kind of disgusting, but I make sure they're real nice and long before the game, just to fill in my cleats a little bit. I guess that's my main one, definitely.
Why?
Why? I might just be disgusting, honestly. That might be what it is. But I don't know. That's just a pregame superstition I don't cut it for about a week. That's probably what it is. And then after the game, I clip them and wait for the next game.
I'm here with Ryan, and Ryan's question is for Jordy Kuiper on the men's basketball team.
Hey, how long do you think you'd last in a ring with Ronda Rousey? With Ronda Rousey. Well, I love Ronda Rousey. If you're watching this, please, I want to go on a date or something. I would just tap out immediately, honestly. You know, she'll kick my butt, but I would love every second of it. So, Ronda, give me a call, please. I love you a lot, so.
I'm here with Adam, and his question is for Eric Gunnarsson of the men's soccer team.
Eric, if you had one move to bust on the dance floor, what would it be?
It would probably be the celebration from a guy named Daniel Sturridge, and it goes kind of like this. That was it.
I'm here with Madeline, and her question is for Catherine Santiago on the women's volleyball team.
If you had to challenge a teammate to a lip-syncing contest, who would it be and why?
I'll say I'll pick Jasmine Jones, just because I know she has her moves and stuff, but singing-wise, I gotta do Jas.
I don't know about you, but those are some hard-hitting questions. For the Let's Go G Sports Show, I'm Parker Southern. Back to you, Luke and Meg.
You know, it's funny because people think we ask hard, great questions to all of our coaches and athletes. We don't even come close to the UNCG student body, Meg.
No, the UNCG student body, combined with Parker, I mean, where else would you come up with questions like that? I mean, I'm glad he came out, but let's be honest. He can do this, and he can do play-by-play for men's and women's soccer. Luke, we have some steep competition.
If there was a panic button, we would be jumping up and down on it, not just pressing it. Parker does a fantastic job, which that brings us to our next announcement. This is the final Let's Go G Sports Show with Luke Martin and Meg Sloggett. Parker Southern, he is in contract negotiations right now with Matt McAllister and everybody on the athletic communication side. So they're going to try to get that worked out for the next week. But I have to say, before we move on, we cannot go any further without mentioning Ben Burden with his toenail clipping. I've heard a lot of superstitions. I've covered baseball, and they supposedly have a lot of weird ones.
And dirty ones.
Dirty ones. That may be number one on the list, Ben, so congratulations.
Yeah, Ben, the worst I've heard was not cleaning socks, but I have to say the toenail clippings, filling out your cleats, I mean, you got a record there.
I think the toenail clippings is by far, it definitely takes it away. But that is a great segment. Thank you so much, Parker, for going out on campus and interviewing all the students. Even though Parker is done the show, we're not done. We've come to our first break, but when we come back, Meg will run over to the practice field to catch up with junior defender Nick Downs on the men's soccer team. So don't go away.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. To sell your home on time for the most money, you need a sharp agent with a marketing strategy that creates the most demand. Bottom line, you need a partner willing to put their own money on the line for you. In Greensboro and Winston-Salem, it would be Jason Bramblett. He attracts hundreds of buyers and creates so much demand that Jason can guarantee if your home doesn't sell at a price and deadline you agree to, he will buy it. Partner with the agent I trust. Go online or call and get your home sold.
Welcome back to Let's Go G Sports Show. As we promised, right before break, Meg Sloggett is standing by at the practice fields with Nicholas Downs, who's had himself a fantastic junior year for the men's soccer team. So let's not waste any more time as I send it over to the practice field with Meg Sloggett. Meg?
Thanks, Luke. I'm here at the soccer practice field with Nick Downs. Nick, thank you for talking to me and welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is your third year as homecoming. Can you talk about how important it is to win these games and what homecoming means to you?
Homecoming means a lot, you know, being these 3 years here, especially Furman being one of the biggest rivalries in UNCG history. It's very important, especially at home, for our fans to come out, watch us. It's one of the big times that they all come out, and we just want to put on a good show, and we want to beat Furman.
Your team is 2-1-1, and you guys are well into your season.
So far, you know, we've had difficulty putting two halves together, but I think now we got our barriers together, and I think we come out flying, and we just got to keep doing that, and I think we'll do well.
You still have 6 SoCon matches left. What's the preparation like?
Mentally, we're doing everything we can. We're coming out, we're practicing extra hard, we're making sure we're getting extra fitness in, and just making sure that we're sharp and ready to go when it comes time for those 6 games.
Being on the defensive side of the ball, what do you think some of your biggest accomplishments have been this year, and where have you seen the most improvement?
You know, biggest accomplishment is we've had quite a few shutouts, but at the same time, I think we are collectively on the defensive side we've done well, and I think we need to continue to do that. And one of the things I strive for is just to talk and just make sure that we're tight in the back, and then just make sure that everything's going okay.
And if you could say things you need to improve on defensively, what would those be?
just more communication. I think sometimes, especially on big balls, we get caught not talking to each other and making sure no one's dropping. So I think if we just talk more collectively, then we'll do better as things improve on.
You guys have had a lot of close games. 5 games that you've lost, they've been within 6 points. So how are games that are that close preparing you for the post play?
It just upsets us, when you're that close and you miss those 3 points. It gets on your nerves. So for these upcoming games, for us to get those 3 points are more important. So I think we're just grinding down, buckling down to get those points.
Well, Nick, thank you so much, and good luck against Furman. Luke, back to you.
Thank you, Meg, and thank you, Nick. As always, we appreciate any athlete or coach that takes time to come on the Let's Go G Sports Show because we know their time is extremely limited. Well, there is a buzz around UNCG's campus, and there's no debate about what the buzz is about. It is about Spartan Madness. And not only is the student body excited about Spartan Madness, the men's basketball and women's basketball teams, the players and coaches, they are excited as well.
Wants to be in the video for Spartan Madness.
I think it's good for students to see our guys in a different light than just in a basketball jersey. And certainly Spartan Madness is about some basketball, but it's about getting a little silly and having some fun too. So I think it's a positive event, and we got great students, great fans, and it's a chance for us, for them to get a little different look at us and get excited about the season.
Spartan Madness last year was extremely fun. It was a chance for my teammates and I to get together and, be creative. It was also a chance for the fans to see us for the first time and all the hard work we had put in. So we're looking forward to the Spartan Madness this year. We got some surprises up our sleeves.
Well, not even just us, just for UNCG as a whole, for people to start getting excited about basketball season, let them know that, it's right around the corner. And I think that it's going to be a great event. Last year, I thought it was a great turnout. We had a bunch of fun. I feel like the fans, our student section had a bunch of fun. And, I think it's a very important tradition. Now that we started, I think that we should continue to keep going. Obviously, I won't be here, but after this year, I just think that it's very important, to get that student involvement, so they will come and show us support when we're really playing against other people.
Out the Fleming Gymnasium for Spartan Madness. Well, that's going to do it for this week edition, a homecoming special of the Let's Go G Sports Show. For my partner in crime, Meg Sloggett, for everybody else in Spartan Athletics, I am Luke Martin. Sign off from beautiful Spartan Stadium. And as always, Let's Go G.